On today's Bible reading, we'll be studying the book of Job, chapter 17 to 19, and also Acts chapter 10 from verse 1 to 23. Starting with Acts chapter 10 from verse 1 to 23. There was a man in Caesarea named Cornelius, who was a captain in the Roman army, regiment called the Italian regiment. He was a religious man. He and his whole family worshiped God. He also did much to help the Jewish poor people and was constantly praying to God. It was about 3 o'clock one afternoon when he had a vision in which he clearly saw an angel come in and say to him, "Cornelius." He stared at the angels in fear and said, "What is it, sir?" The angel answered, "God is pleased with your prayers and works of charity and is ready to answer you. And now send some men to Joppa for a certain man whose full name is Simon Peter. He is a guest in a home of a tanner of leather named Simon, who lives by the sea." Then the angel went away, and Cornelius called 2 of his house servants and the soldier, a religious man who was one of his personal attendants. He told them what had happened and sent them off to Joppa. The next day, as they were on their way and coming near Joppa, Peter went up on the roof of the house about noon in order to pray. He became hungry and wanted something to eat. While the food was being prepared, he had a vision. He saw heaven open and something coming down that looked like a large sheet being lowered by its 4 corners of the earth. In it were all kinds of animal, reptile, and wild birds. A voice said to him, "Get up, Peter, kill and eat." But Peter said, "Certainly not, Lord. I have never eaten anything ritually unclean or defiled." The voice again spoke to him again, "Do not consider anything unclean that God has declared clean." This happened 3 times, and then the thing was taken back into heaven. While Peter was wondering about the meaning of this vision, the man sent by Cornelius had learned where Simon's house was, and they were now standing in front of the gate. They called out and asked, "Is there a guest here by the name of Simon Peter?" Peter was still trying to understand what the vision meant when the Spirit said, "Listen, 3 men are here looking for you. So get ready and go down. And do not hesitate to go with them, for I have sent them." So Peter went down and said to the man, "I am the man you are looking for. Why have you come?" "Captain, Cornelius sent us," they answered. "He is a good man who worships God and is highly respected by all the Jewish people. An angel of God told him to invite you to his house so that he could hear what you have to say." Peter invited the men in and had them spend the night there. The next day he got up ready and went with them, and some of the believers from Joppa went along with him. Hallelujah. So we'll proceed with Job chapter 17 to 19. "The end of my life is near. I can hardly breathe. There is nothing left for me but the grave. I watch how bitterly everyone mocks me. I am being honest, God. Accept my word. There is no one else to support what I say. You have closed their mind to reason. Don't let them triumph over me." Now, in the old proverb, someone betrayed his friends for money and his children suffer for it. And now people use this proverb against me. They come and spit in my face. My grief has always made me blind. My hands and legs are as thin as shadow. Those who claim to be honest are shocked, and they all condemn me as godless. Those who claim to be respectable are more and more convinced they are right. But if all of them came and stood before me, I would not find even one of them wise. My days have passed, my plans have failed, my hope is gone. But my friends say night is daylight. They say that light is near, but I know I remain in darkness. My only hope is the world of the dead, where I will lie down to sleep in the dark. I will call the grave my father, and the worms that eat me I will call my mother and my sister. Where is there any hope for me? Who sees any? Hope you will not go with me when I go down to the world of dead. Bildad, Job, can't people like you ever be quiet? If you stop to listen, we could talk to you. That's chapter 18. What makes you think we are as stupid as a cattle? You are only hurting yourself with your anger. Will the heart be deserted because you are angry? Will God move mountains to satisfy you? The light of the wickedness of the wicked will still be put out. His flame will never burn again. The lamp in their tents will be darkened. Their steps were firm, but now they stumble. They fall, victim their own advice. They walk into a net and their feet are caught. A trap catches their heels and hold them. On the ground, a snare is hidden. A trap has been set in their path. All around, their terror is waiting. It follows them at every step. They used to be rich, but now they go hungry. Disaster stands and waits at their side. A deadly disease spread over their bodies and causes their arms and legs to rot. They are torn from the tent where they lived secure and are dragged off to face King Death. Now, anyone may live in their tents after sulfur is sprinkled to disinfect them. Their roots and branches are withered and dry. Their fame is ended at home and abroad. No one remembers them anymore. They will be driven out of the land of the living, driven from light into darkness. They have no descendants, no survivor. From east to west, all who hear of their fate shudder and tremble with fear. That is the fate of evil people, the fate of those who care nothing for God. Chapter 19. Why do you keep tormenting me with words? Time after time you insult me and show no shame for the way you abuse me. Even if I have done wrong, how does that hurt you? You think you are better than me, than I am, and regard my troubles as proof of my guilt? Can't you see it is God who has done this? He has set a trap to catch me. I protest his violence, but no one is listening. No one hears my cry for justice. God has blocked the way, and I can't get through. He has hidden my path in darkness. He has taken away all my wealth and destroyed my reputation. He batters me from every side. He uproots my hope and leave me to wither and die. God is angry and rages against me. He treats me like his worst enemy. He sends his army to attack me. They dig trenches and lay siege to my tent. God has made my own enemy forsake, my own family forsake me. I am a stranger to those who knew me. My relatives and friends are gone. Those who were guests in my house have forgotten me. My servants women treat me like a stranger and a foreigner. When I call a servant, he doesn't answer, even when I beg him to help me. My wife can't stand the smell of my breath, and my brothers won't come near me. Children despise me and laugh when they see me. My closest friends look at me with disgust. Those I love most have turned against me. My skin hangs loose on my bone. I have barely escaped with my life. You are my friend. Take a pity on me. The hand of God has struck me down. Why must you persecute me the way God does? Haven't you tormented me enough? How I wish that someone would remember my words and record them in a book. Or will a chisel scave my words in stone and write them so that they would last forever? But I know there is someone in heaven who will come at last to my defense. Even after my skin is eaten by disease, while still in this body, I will see God. I will see him with my own eyes, and he will not be a stranger. My courage failed because you said, how can we torment him? You look for some excuse to attack me. But now, be afraid of the sword that brings God's wrath on sin, so that you will know there is one who judges. Hallelujah. Check in caption for the summary of today's Bible reading. See you tomorrow.